The question is, what are the various different kinds of contracts that I negotiate? And the way to think about it is you think of the life of a band. The answer can be a long answer depending on how long the band lives. Some of the first issues that arise for a band are what we sort of call the inter-band relationship. How do the band members operate amongst themselves? Who makes decisions? Who owns what? What about the name? What about somebody joining and leaving? What if the band breaks up? So there's this first interband agreement. What is the business structure of the band? Then there are issues about copyright. There's issues about trademark for the name of the band. And then you start moving through the life of the band. Maybe the band wants to record some demos or an album. Maybe they don't have any money. Maybe there's an investor. There's an investor agreement. Anytime rights are involved or revenue is exchanging hands, there's going to be a document. There might be an investor agreement. There might be a producer. Maybe a producer comes to the band and says, you know what, I'll produce you for free in exchange for A, B, C, and D. That's what we call a spec producer deal. That arrangement has to be worked out as well. A manager comes along. There's a personal management agreement. Talent agent comes along. There's a talent agency agreement. Now you have a band that has all these advisors, that has product. What do you do with the product? Well, you may distribute the product. Maybe there's just a distribution agreement. Maybe Warner Brothers Records comes along and says, I've heard about the band and now I want to sign the band. It might be a record deal. Music publisher, interested in the songs. The publisher is interested in your musical works, the songs that the band writes. Maybe there's going to be a songwriter agreement. Maybe there's going to be a co-publishing agreement. Maybe there's going to be a merchandising agreement. So those are just, maybe the band is going to appear in a film and perform the song in the film. Maybe the band's songs are being licensed for use in a film, use in a commercial. Those are all the sorts of things that come across my desk for work. The question was, what types of things do I work on that are not directly related to contracts? Remember, I'm in Austin, Texas, so it's a very active developing music business in Austin, Texas. Developing artists is really the way to put it in Austin, Texas. We're not the business center. We're not Los Angeles, we're not Nashville, we're not New York. So a lot of the questions that people have are just general business questions. So it's a consulting role. Like somebody will come in and they'll say, do I need a manager right now? Do I need to join ASCAP right now? Do I need to join BMI right now? Do I need to copyright my songs? Do I need to trademark my band name? What about our band? You know, how do we work together? Much of it is general business consulting is the best way to talk about it. And it comes along also from the side of a small label or a small publisher. They want to know what do they need to do to set themselves up right to function as a business. So that doesn't require immediately going to the computer and starting to draft a contract. It is some general business questions. And again, because we're outside the entertainment centers, we have a lot more basic questions sometimes. So people may say, I want to sign, they may not even know, I want to be in the publishing business, but what do my deals need to look like? What do I need to even start talking to my writers about? Do I have to pay them a lot of money? What do I have to pay them? How does the deal even look? What does a songwriting deal look like? What does a record deal look like? What does a producer deal look like? So some very basic questions that we spend time with clients on. And so that's not, exactly legal advice. It's more like business advice.